Hey guys, it's Bear with the Camping Camper. We're here today for a campground review in Fall Creek Falls State Park, Spencer, Tennessee. It's one of Tennessee's largest state parks. It's a beautiful area, especially the falls. If you've never been, you can drive up almost right to them and have a look. There is quite a bit of hiking and stuff around the area. I've never done a lot of hiking up here, but it's always been on my to-do list. It's almost cool enough to start enjoying that hiking stuff again. In this Tennessee humidity in the summertime, I just can't enjoy camping and hiking a whole lot outside. That's why we bought this camper over here. As far as the campgrounds go, number one, you got to excuse any noise because this is Sunday. A lot of people's packing up to head out. I actually am having a horrible time with electronics and these videos in general this week. I did an Eno review where I fell out of the Eno, trying to show my professionalism there. It's great. You'll have to check that out. And I've already filmed this video, and then when I got up and went to turn the camera off, the battery had died, so it didn't catch the whole clip. So we're going to try to make it better this time and stop saying all the time, because that's one of my bad habits that gets on my nerves when people do, and I do it all the time. Yeah, that's conflicting. Anyway, so Loop A. Loop A, you have some sites that are unlevel. You have some sites that are basically have trees blocking where the awning deploys into. Now, that being said, this seems to be the best loop that I've found. We just did a drive-through through all the others. I don't have very many pictures of the other loops because most of the campsites were full this weekend because it's been like 70 degrees, and I don't like to invade people's privacy, take pictures of all their stuff all the time, so I generally try to take pictures either of the site when nobody's around or preferably empty. But let's go over some stuff here with Loop A. So Loop A, you have I believe it's a climate controlled bathroom. There's a thermostat in there. It was turned off, but it was sealed up. A lot of state parks just have like screen windows and that kind of thing and the fan, and it wasn't hot, so they didn't have to turn the air on. But I'm assuming that there's air there. I don't know. And there's a nice big playground. There's also a volleyball court. As far as the sites themselves go, we do have some recommendations here for you. The best are, as usual with Tennessee state parks, the handicap sites, but there are multiple ones of those even in this loop, and the ones that I would take if I was going to go that route would be handicap sites A6 and A7. Now, the number one site that I would prefer would be 37. Now, there are a couple of trees that are hinging on that whole awning capability there, but I think most people would be able to deploy their awning there. I guess I'll find out if I come back, when I come back, because that's my number one site here, and so that's probably the one that I would get. The next would be site A3. If you like more privacy, I think that would be a good one for you. It's the only pull-through site that I noticed. Oh no, I did notice a couple other. It's the best pull-through site that I've noticed here in Loop A. And as far as the rest of them that I would recommend would be 21, 25, 29, 33, 41, and 46. Now, the ones that I would say no based on the incline, now I'm not saying this is all of them, but this is the ones that were bad enough for me to take pictures, or not take pictures, but write down. And that would be 12, 13, 20, 28, 32, 48, and 49. And then the ones that I noticed that were real bad about having trees block where the awning goes is this site, which is 85, and then 23, 34, and 42. But I would, if you're going to stay somewhere, I would look real close at those pictures that are online to see if it looks like there's a tree right beside the parking pad. So then as far as Loop B, we're going to go through these in alphabetical order. Loop B, a lot of the sites were unlevel, and a lot of the awning spaces were blocked by trees. Now there were a few good sites that we noticed in B, and those were 82, 80, 50, and 142. Now Loop C was mostly tent sites. There's not a lot of trees for hammocks there either. But what really hurt that loop, in my opinion, is that those campsites are like right on top of each other. They squeezed every inch they could in there. And for that, I would say avoid C. As far as the amenities there, I did see one little swing set there in the common area, but they didn't have like a playground or anything like that. And then we get to D. D seemed to have mostly gravel parking pads, which is okay. Those pull-through sites that are in the beginning of the loop, they looked alright. And really the better ones there were the handicap sites again. And I'm just going to keep saying I would stay in A. I just happened to luck out and stay here. I don't think that I was tipped off that way like I'm trying to do to you guys, but it seems to be the nicer spot to me. And then we have Loop E. Loop E has some walk-in camping. I didn't venture back there to take a look at that. They do have the issue with the trees again. I mean, this is a heavily wooded area, and you know, like I say, under most conditions, I don't even know that it would be that bad not being able to put the awning out because there are trees everywhere. The best sites in E seem to be 209, 216, and 217. So, you know, that's about all I have for you guys here at Fall Creek Falls. I'm going to show you some pictures of our time here, show you some pictures of the falls. And there was a gorge with a sign on the way up here, and it said that there was some swimming allowed there at your own risk, which my daughter jumped in with her clothes and everything on. But I'll show you some pictures of that, and I'll put the name of it on the picture too, because I can't remember what the name of it is. We'll also show you the lake that you run across on the way to the falls. Now there is signage there at the lake saying that you can't swim, but it does say that kayaking and paddleboarding is permitted there. They do say it's a charge of $5 a day to do that, but it looked like a really nice area. And you know, that really is all I got for you guys. So take a look at these pictures and video clips that I got. If you enjoy it, come give this place a visit. The sites here at Fall Creek Falls that I looked up, at least the site for this spot, which is usually the same all over, is $25 a night, which is pretty much on average what I think all of the state parks were. I was thinking this one was more expensive for some reason, but I just looked it up on my receipt. It's $25. So it's not a bad deal, especially when you consider the prices of like the KOAs and stuff. I always recommend like parks like this instead.